Here's the issue with spray foam.
Look at that. Look at that.
Cut out, part clearly visible. Underside.
It's a termite hive in spray foam.
Not at all visible.
Alright, check this out, y'all. Ductwork covered in mold. Look at that. All the way down the run. See all that? Look at that. This is a spray foam attic too. Look at the dew point in this attic. See that bottom number? That's the dew point. That means if anything in this attic is 67 degrees or colder, it's gonna sweat.
So the owners of this home spent a lot of money.
That's for sure.
They spent a lot of money utilizing spray foam, but this was an afterthought. Right above me, this ridge is actually a ridge vent. So the roof has a ridge vent for all the hot air to escape. You'll notice that all of the blown-in insulation, it's still present. So you've got blown-in insulation and you've got spray foam encapsulated, which I guess is great, but that word encapsulate...
What do you? Check this out. I ain't never even seen so much cold air kryptonite in all my life. Come get your boy. He think he the foam ranger up in here. What do y'all call this? Gap guacamole.
So we're talking about spray foam fails, okay? I've done numerous videos on spray foam and the terrible things that can happen with it. Some people are calling it the asbestos of our generation. Some people are calling it a saving grace. If you watched my last video where I showed video after video of houses having to have their roofs completely torn off to get the stuff out of it, Europe is in a terrible problem with spray foam and getting it off of a lot of the houses because mortgage lenders don't want to deal with it anymore. Insurance agents are next and termite inspectors are right behind them. So let's talk about the horrors of spray foam. If you're looking to get spray foam, maybe you can decide yes or no off of these videos. Go check my other ones out too. Let's get to it.
Because they did leave the openings for those little gable vents. So you've got those openings, which makes basically this really null and void as far as a true encapsulated spray foam attic. You're not getting it.
So why's it got all those openings?
For whatever reason, the audio was terrible, so I'm just going to do a voiceover. The other thing they messed up on is they basically capped the dryer termination. And so you saw that dryer termination, it's just pumping lint straight into the attic.
And humidity.
Ever wonder what a leak looks like with spray foam insulation?
Take a look at this.
You never see the leak.
Spray foam might
Or where
hide
it's
it
at.
well, but it does not stop a leak. Okay, just got out of the attic. Now I got my infrared camera. Let's see what it looks like underneath that area. Okay, here is the area directly below that spot in the attic. And I do see a little bit of watermarks and some darkness in that corner there.
You will never see what the decking probably looks like with all that water sandwiched in there over time. It's going to rot it out so quick and you'll never know before, and all of a sudden you got mold and mildew all over your spray foam. So check this out. Spray foam will be the next asbestos, 100%. Sheetrock does the same thing. Dumb analogy. I don't know about that. It should be code to treat the wood before using foam. What does that mean? Treat what? They're just spraying it over untreated lumber or untreated wood.
Alright, check this out, y'all. Ductwork covered in mold. Look at that. All the way down the run. See all that? Look at that. This is a spray foam attic too. Look at the dew point in this attic. See that bottom number?
Oh, I can
That's
smell
the dew
it from
point.
here.
That means if anything in this attic is 67 degrees or colder, it's
Mold,
gonna sweat.
mold.
All right, that is too high of a dew point for a spray foam attic. This is supposed to be considered indoors. Look at that, 70% humidity. So let's use our thermal imager here and see if there's anything that's colder than 67 degrees that could be sweating. Well, we're staring at the ductwork right now with it, and look. Minimum temperature in this field of view is 55 degrees. So this ductwork is below the dew point, which means it's going to be sweating. And when it sweats, it's going to have moisture that the mold needs to grow. All right, check this out, y'all. Ductwork covered.
Not to mention all that ductwork, the box itself is made out of box material and it gets damp and starts to degrade really fast. It's almost like when you get cardboard wet, you know, it just starts to break apart.
I was going to get spray foam in the attic to save on energy bills, but my friend says it will affect selling my home. Is that right? Yes, your friend is 100% right. It's one of the big issues in UK property right now, and here is why. Spray foam sounds clever, right? It fills gaps, boosts insulation, and saves energy. Definitely what we all want going into winter. But the second it goes on your rafters, it creates a massive problem. You can't see the roof timber anymore. And if you can't see it, you can't check for damp or rot. And surveyors are legally responsible for assessing the structure. But with spray foam sprayed between rafters, they literally can't do their job. So if they can't see if the timber's wet, sagging, mouldy, or riddled with woodworm, they write it up as unable to assess, high risk. And then the lenders see that and say, well, no chance for lending on that, no mortgage. So why do the lenders actually do this? Well, because they hate unknowns. And with spray foam, they don't know if the roof is fine or falling apart. Some banks now blanket refuse to lend if any spray foam's present. Others will say something like, we'll need a specialist survey and removal first, which can cost you between £3,000 to £8,000 or more if there's hidden damage behind. People are...
Not to mention, I've seen quite a few WDO inspectors, termite inspectors saying, you know what, we're not going to put a bond on this anymore. It's kind of like if any lumber touches the ground and, in the old rules, now it's like, if you've got spray foam and I can't see behind there, I'm not bonding the house. So what's that going to do to the value of your house? And then, your rafters are rotted out because the humidity got trapped in the middle of it, and we're going to have to take off the whole roof. It's unstable. It's unsafe.
Others can't release equity because the banks won't touch it. So people install it for £3,000 thinking it'll save energy, then spend £7,000 removing it plus repairs. One survey found that in 35% of homes with foam there were serious issues, and 1 in 4 the roof timber was already rotting. So unless you've got a very specific type of roof and a top level installer, spray foam causes more problem than it's worth. Use breathable insulation, check with your lender, and please don't say yes just because it sounds energy efficient.
It's 100%. Be careful when you're picking. You got guys like this that are spraying it underneath the subfloor. Honestly, if you're not in a really cold climate, what are you doing this for? You're not going to be able to see the bugs. You're not going to be able to see termites. You're just creating a hive spot for insects. What do you really need this for? I know people are going to hate on me for this, but there are repercussions every time especially on a wood floor. If you've got gorgeous wood floors on top of that, those wood floors are going to do some weird stuff. Humidity and wood floors, they don't go together. I'm just not a fan of this stuff, man. I'm just seeing so many problems.
So What do you? Check this out. I ain't never even seen so much cold air kryptonite in all my life. Come get your boy. He think he the foam ranger up in here. What do y'all call this? Gap guacamole. Thermal tater salad. When he started talking about cavity cream, this ain't what I thought he would talk about. That's a lot of soffit stuffing. I ain't never seen an instance where this would be applicable to use that much. When they told me there was professional draft dodgers, this ain't, I had no idea. Hey, do me a favor. Tell your cousin Cletus he used too much of his climate custard again. Wait a minute.
Let me ask you a question.
I know what the R value
When you
is.
have something you got to fix and there's that much spray foam in there, where do you find the wires? How do you find the junction boxes? How do you find any of the things in an attic? Not to mention you can't even use the space anymore. It's full of foam. I just don't see how this stuff works out well. Now, how do you get it all out of there? You're never going to get it all out of there. What if you got to redeck the roof? What if you got to fix some ceiling stuff? Okay. What if you got to fix something in the rafters? Can't even get to it. Can't even find it. Right here we got termite damage that was in the spray foam. You would never see that behind the spray foam until it's too late. They eat up your whole house in a couple of years. Never even knew them chewing until you start seeing them coming down the walls. Actually seen them come down the walls. Just sawdust everywhere. Right here, they actually tried to remedy this. They tried to drill in the wall. See the holes in the wall right there in the crawl space? They tried to shoot termite chemicals into the wall. Didn't fix the problem. They're just living in the foam. Like that first video I showed you, the nest is in the foam. It should scare you to death. What do you think roaches are doing? I just don't know if it's a great idea, man. I'm just not sold on it. I've seen so many bad things. I saw on my last video, I watched guys rip roofs off houses. You don't think that's not expensive? Come on, man.
Hello, everybody. Mike.
Oh, look at that spray job.
Spray foam video. This is what horrible.
Hello, everybody. Mike with Spray Jones coming
This is
to
why
you
you
with
gotta have a
another spray
license for
foam video.
everything
This
nowadays.
is what horrible closed cell 2-pound density foam looks like. This must have been sprayed with like a jet stream or something. Whoever did this had no freaking clue what they were doing. Didn't do a very good job spraying into a tight situation they probably shouldn't have been in the first place, coming up through an access hatch in a little tight attic, trying to spray down, trying to spray up, trying to spray everything, rolling balls of foam, spraying this disgusting looking puke on the roof.
They should start
This
having
is
this
what
on a
things
seller's
look like when
disclosure.
you have somebody that doesn't know, doesn't care. This is a failure. It shouldn't be done. I don't see how it's going to happen.
Right here, you need a dehumidifier in the foam attic return supply from AC. Yeah, you got to control the humidity or you're going to have problems, just like the mold in that first one and the mold in my last couple videos. Those mold inspectors were finding all kinds of stuff, and you're breathing that. It's got to be ventilated properly. In the South, with high humidity, foamed houses struggle. You need a dehumidifier in the attic to compensate, 100%. How many people do not know this? And I'm always going behind other companies to provide the people come in, they spray your house, they're gone after you pay them, and you're left with the problems. That's why I have such a problem with contractors, because contractor fraud is rank. Comment down below if you know about contractor fraud. 100% correct. It will stop you selling your home. Cost us 3 times. Yeah, it could. Stop. Yes, you want to be able to sell your house. We just got to think forward plan. You got a forward plan. Is this going to hurt the... You just got to start forward planning on what is the market going to be like in 10, 15 years? Is this going to cause a problem? Do I really believe in this? And it's only been around for so long. It's just one of those things. But that's all I got on this one. I wanted to make another video about spray foam and things you might think about before you put it in there. And it's up to you whether you want to put it in or not. Don't hate the messenger. I'm just putting all the ideas out there. Here's the good. Here's the bad. I've made probably 5 videos on this, and you can go and watch every one of them. But that's all I got. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you're looking to buy or sell real estate on the Gulf Coast of Florida or Alabama, my email is down below. Be happy to help you. And if you need an agent anywhere in the country, my email is down below. I'd be happy to help you find one. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.